Good morning, everybody. I don't know if anyone is here yet, so we will just wait a few minutes. I'm not seeing anyone in the chat yet, so before we get to anything, we will just wait. Oh, good morning, Linda. A little worried there that nobody was coming in there for a minute. I'm a minute late too. I was looking at my notes and I lost track of time. Oh, I see 3 more eyeball symbols here. I think this is going to be a good live. I'm really excited to talk about this project. Can you hear me? Make sure you can hear me. I got a new webcam, but I'm not using the microphone from it. I'm using my original microphone. So I'm just hoping I've put everything in here right. Make sure microphone is Razor. Yep. Okay. So yep, just let me know if you can hear me. Good morning, Tanya. Thank you for coming in. Yes, you can hear me. Good. Good. I was a little nervous. It's like I said, it's my new webcam, but I think it's a better quality. It looks better to me than it has been. So as I was saying, I think this live is going to be a lot of fun. And my hope is for anyone who's been doubting themselves or not thinking they're good enough, you will totally change your thinking after this live today. So that is my hope for any of you. Yes, we can hear you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, Linda had sent me a reel that kind of inspired. First, I should say, I've been getting a lot of comments on some of my videos from some of you saying how, oh, I wish I could make that, but I can't do that. I'm not that good, or I'm not good enough, or that is I can't make anything that nice. I don't know any of those stitches. So, and then Linda sent me this reel of a lady talking about how you are a good crocheter. And it kind of, between all those comments and that reel, it got the old mouse and the hamster in the wheel here in my brain going. And I thought this is going to be a good live topic. So honestly, it'd probably be a good video topic, but we will definitely make this a live topic. That's fine, Tanya. As long as you're here, don't mind what you're doing. But I'd like to give everybody a few minutes before we get into the topic of the live. Actually, while we're waiting, it is April 1st. Happy April Fool's Day. So it's time to do this month's ornament. If you don't know, I decided this year, every month, I was going to save all the scraps from everything I've been making. And obviously, at the end of the month, when the month was finished, I would fill one of my ornaments here with all the scraps. And at the end of the year, I'll have 12 to put on my Christmas tree. And I can look back and see all the things I made. I just love that because I can't save every scrap for amigurumi because I don't do enough amigurumi for one. And I just thought there's got to be something we can do with all these scraps. And I just realized I forgot my stick, but I can probably use a pencil. Boo, 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 boo. So yeah, so it's March's turn. And I have come up with the way I'm going to mark these. I'm going to make something, but for now, just so I remember until I have a chance to actually make them, I'm just using little Post-it stickers to stick on it so I know this is March. So this is this month's scraps. I crocheted a lot this month. If you caught part 1 of my Am I going to finish all my whips video, I made I finished a lot of things in that. And by the way, part 2 for that is out tonight at 6 p.m. So make sure you catch that. That's when I finish all the whips? You'll have to find out. I started off with quite a few. So I am going to fill my ornament here while we wait for anyone else who's coming in before we start the topic. I'm just going to try and turn this down a bit. Aha. There, so you can see what I'm doing. So some of these are projects you have seen. Some of them you have not, but you will be soon in upcoming videos. So, and I'm not going to use all of these, obviously, but I save everything until the month's done, and then I decide what I'm going to do with everything. Oh, that's a different one. So I did get a mix of really big ornaments and smaller ones because, as you can see, some of the yarn I am using is a lot thicker, and I wasn't sure how it would work in the smaller ones. And I just like the different idea of having different sizes on the tree. So, oh yes, that was a good ornament project. So the hardest part of all this is getting them into the ornament. So I like to, so we're going to finish that. I also have a project I'm working on if we get through everything with the subject today, and we can hopefully maybe crochet and chat together too today. I have my crochet sweatshirt on, though truthfully, it's getting a little warm. I think it's warmer today. It was glorious here Monday. I mean, the weather was just, I was outside for like 5 hours, and I just could not have been happier. And then yesterday we had thunder and lightning, pouring rain, crazy storms came through, and it cooled it down quite a bit. I don't think I have any of you in there yet. Some of these things I just did, and I can't even remember what they were. So we didn't meet last week because the freezer repairman was supposed to show up right around the time I was going to start my live, and guess what? He showed up at 8:05 and was out of here by 8:15. I could have totally done my live. I was so mad. I was also mad that it cost us $160 to find out. It's going to cost us, was it $1,600? $1,600 to fix our freezer. Yeah. So needless to say, we are looking at getting, we found a place that sells scratch and dents for a lot cheaper. So we're going to go check them out this weekend, because that's just, we've also got to call into Frigidaire, hoping that maybe it's still under warranty. We can't remember. And the repairman seemed to think it might be. So we're waiting to hear from them, but we haven't heard anything yet, and it's been a week. Okay. Oh, and I always forget to mention, if you all are on Instagram, I am also over on Instagram, Hooked and Steep with Lynn. If you would like to follow me over there, I share a lot more there than I even do. I share a lot there. Not, you know, some things make it to YouTube, some things don't. So if you want to follow me over there, it's Hooked and Steep with Lynn. You can check me out. I also post when I'm going live and any videos that are out, things like that. So, okay, I got some of that. Get some of that. What did I, oh, I know what I made. That was red. Yeah, we had the last 2 days so warm weather and then a big thunderstorm. Yeah, it's just, the weather can't make up its mind. And we are getting warmer through the week, but a lot of rain in our forecast. And this is us, very, very wet springs to the point where we have severe flooding in most areas. And then absolute drought in the summer where we're begging for rain. Like, that's been very typical here the last couple of years. And Easter this weekend. Can you believe it's Easter this weekend? Are you all ready for Easter? It's supposed to be quite cool and rainy. I can't remember the last time we had a nice Easter. Okay, I'm going to get some things near the bottom here that would have been done beginning of the month. We'll put some of you in. I like these bigger ones. You really can get a lot of yarn in these ones. I made a lot of stuff this month. A lot of stuff. Oh, yep. We need to put some of that in. And I'm looking for, oh, we might as well put in the hated yarn that we don't like. Because we may not have crocheted things with them, but we made things with them. I'm trying to find the yarn I made Lily and I's matching headscarves. I know I made those this month. I must have some here somewhere. I remember I had to sew in ends with them, so I should have something. Come on. right in there. So yeah. So how's your guys' week been? Like I said, we haven't been able to chat for almost 2 weeks now. Are you ready for Easter? How are things doing? Have you been doing a lot of crocheting? Have you been making a lot of stuff? Did you make things for Easter, crochet wise? Let us know down in the comments. Love to know what you guys have been up to. I did make something for Easter, and you'll see that video Saturday. Oh. That's the yarn I made Lily and I's headscarf in. I knew I had to keep some. There's 2 pieces here. Nope, just that 1 piece. Okay, I think that is a little bit of everything I did this month. Okay, we're going to put you back in here until I can get rid of you. Boy, that's a lot of scraps. I told you I keep everything. I do not need to. I need to just start keeping one little strand, just one little strand of stuff from each project, not every single piece. I'm always so worried. Oh, I don't know if I put any of you in. So we're going to put you in. I'm always so worried I'm not going to have enough at the end of the month, but clearly I need to rein it in. So hard to believe I used a lot. So I'm going to put my top back on. These are going to go in the basket. I love Christmas anyway, but this is going to be so much fun having these on my tree. And I'm going to stick March right there. And there is March's ornament ball done. 3 already. So I'm just going to set that here for now. Okay, so it's been 13 minutes. I think we can get started. I guess first I'm going to just say right off the bat that confidence in crochet, it doesn't come from knowing more stitches. It comes from knowing, I think, the basics really well. And if you know the basics really well, if you know the basics at all, you are a good crocheter. You do not need to know all the fancy stitches to make beautiful crocheted items. And I'm going to show you some examples here in a little bit. I think we need to stop worrying about like everything we're seeing on social media when people share. Some of these people, they have been crocheting for decades. Some just came to it easier. Some people come to things a little bit easier than others. It's just like anything else when we're comparing ourselves on social media. It's never, comparison is the thief of joy, as I had said in a video. And that is definitely true when it comes to anything you're trying to make. You can feel very subpar or not good enough when you're comparing yourself to others. My belief is if you focus on being really good at tension, your stitch consistency, making sure you know how to count your stitches properly, I think that's more important than knowing all these other, fancy tapestry or Tunisian or what's the new one? Nooking, where you're knitting with crochet hooks or something. I think those are more important than knowing that. And like I said, there's so many things you can make with just your basic stitches. Sorry, I got notes here. I'm going to show you one of my examples, and you can make very useful and beautiful things with simple stitches. This is obviously a useful thing. And this is one of the things I always recommend everybody make first when they're first learning, because it's so simple. A dishcloth, 100% cotton. And this stitch is just a simple, now this is a half double crochet. I tried to find something with single crochet and I had nothing. And I really should have whipped up something real quick, but we'll show you examples here in a minute. But this is just a half double crochet stitch. And this took me less than 10 minutes to make. There's no fancy stitches here. And a lot of times I think the yarn you pick can make your stitches look even fancier than they are if you pick different yarn. But I'm going to show you. So let me just show you here. Got to do some screen sharing. So this is just going to take me a second. I want a good, there we go. There's a good picture. Okay, so we come back here. We're going to screenshot. Share screen. Okay. Add to stage. Can you all see this? This is actually a market bag or a reusable grocery bag, whatever you want to call them, beach bag. This is all made with single crochet. That's it. It's just single crochet stitches. And I think this is beautiful. Again, like I said, the yarn really makes a difference. And I think what to making your items look even fancier. But these are all single crochets. I want to make this. I really like this style, and I like that it's not a big open weave, so things aren't going to fall out. Single crochet. Very, the very first stitch anyone I would think would learn is single crochet. So I got to get out of this big screen here. That's just one example of, you don't need a fancy stitch. You can make, or even half double crochet, but you can make a useful, beautiful item with simple stitches. Very easy. And I am just going to get rid of that so I don't share it again. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning. So, yeah, dishcloths. I'm going to get to more. I made more this week, actually. So the moss stitch. I think I've done the moss stitch. I'm trying to remember. Right now, I'm really stuck on the Suzette stitch, but I think I have, or I've looked at the moss stitch. So, as I said, half double. I also made 100% cotton, a half double towel with a holder and a button. And believe me, I am not a sewer. So if I can do this, anybody can. And this is just half double crochet, 100% cotton. It's absolutely usable. We kind of use it more as a decoration than anything. And honestly, it was a test that I was doing, just trying something that I was thinking about making. This is even my pattern, but I did it so long ago, I can't even tell you how many stitches it was that I did across and how many. And I just went until I got to a length I liked, and then I just figured out how to make a loop, and that was it. And to make a loop, all you gotta do is just do a chain. Chain's the very first thing you learn when you're crocheting. So, half double crochet, not a crazy, hard stitch, just very, very simple. I am working on pot holders, and they are single crochet, and they are beautiful. They are beautiful. Yeah. Good morning, Kelly. Thanks for coming in. So what else? Let me see. Okay, so I showed you my example of half double. I know I have an example of half double picture here. Where's her pattern? I got to make sure I read the pattern right. Dun, dun, dun. Come on. Oh, there's so much stuff that goes into some of these patterns. Okay, that's actually, okay, I'm still going to share this because it is single crochet, but I love how you can make, so we got to go share a screen. Share and come back to here, bring this up. This is a beanie, a hat that's made with all single crochet, but it's in the back loop. So that makes it fancier. It's just in your back loop. Again, these are very simple terms, I think, that most people will learn fairly quickly. And the back loop stitch is one of my favorites. It makes things look even fancier. So you can kind of cheat a fancy stitch by doing a simple stitch. So that is back loop single crochet. And again, you can make something useful and beautiful. On that line, double crochet. These are just quick pot holders. Pot holders are on my brain, Linda. Dishcloths that I whipped up this week. And I made them, this one is in the back loop. So it just makes it a little bit fancier, a little bit stretchier. I just thought I'd try something. And then this one is just double crochet in the regular loops. And I wanted to share this because this is not perfect. I ran out with 3 stitches to go, and I didn't want to start a whole nother skein. I do have one more of this. I didn't want to start a whole nother skein for 3 stinking stitches. So I just knotted it at the end here really tight, made my best of it, and it's just a dishcloth for me. So, but I still think it's useful. It's something, you know, we were in desperate need of dishcloths. I whipped this up in less than 10 minutes. Didn't go to the store and buy any, you know, and I've made 3, I think, altogether out of that little skein, which was like $3. You can't get good quality dishcloths, you know, 3 for $3 anymore. So simple double crochet stitches. That's it. You don't need to know a fancy stitch to make something. I hope the theme is coming through here. Let me see. Next up, I want to share with you. So I'm going to get rid of that. Oh, so then you see the amigurumi. I'm not a huge amigurumi person. I am liking it more as a plush, but doing amigurumi with variegated, to me, it's killer on my hands because it's usually very tiny and just, yeah, Lynn doesn't like that. That being said, you could actually do amigurumi with just single crochet. You do not need fancy stitches. You don't need fancy yarn. You can do amigurumi. And I'm going to show you right now. And I think these are so cute. We're going to go to share screen again. So this is Bob and Betty Bird. And these two are made 100% with single crochet. I should have asked you all. You all are seeing these, right? That I'm sharing. I'm seeing them, so I hope you're seeing them. That would really stink if you weren't. I think someone would have let me know by now. But yeah, this is all made with single crochet. Every bit of it. The little flower on her ham head, the little hat, the safety eyes, you know, you just purchase them. But this is 100% single crochet. So if you think you can't do amigurumi because you don't know, you know, I'm going to say anything. So single, half double, and double. To me, those are the basics, even more so than even triple crochet. I think triple crochet, I don't think it's hard, but I think you kind of need to know double crochet first before you go on to triple crochet. But, and when I'm saying difficult, I'm saying like if you want to do like tapestry, if you want to do color work, if you want to do, like I said, Tunisian or all that, that to me is very much more advanced. And you can think, I can't make anything because I'm not making that. And I want to prove to you, you can make beautiful things without having to do those more complicated things. I know for the most part, when I'm sitting down in the morning or in the evenings just to unwind or de-stress, I don't necessarily want complicated things to make. I usually want something that is just a no-brainer. I don't mind things that take a little more time, especially if it's a project I'm making for a gift. That is something I will put my energy into with a little bit harder stitch. But then I can't have any distractions, outside sources. Like it's not something I could film right away while I was trying to do it because I need to focus on the more difficult. But you don't need to do the more difficult. I'm going to be a broken record here, but you really don't. You don't need, to know them. So let me just get rid of Birdie and Bob. These dishcloths I really, really like. And she got inspired actually by dishcloths here on Amazon. She actually got inspired by some dishcloths she saw on Amazon. And these are this is even a free pattern. Written pattern. Sorry, it's on Ravelry. I just want to make sure that this is, well, darn it. You took me out of the pattern there. Sometimes it's hard to tell in the pictures what stitch this is. Okay, so these are single crochet and double crochet. So this is a mix of, I'm just going to share this picture here. This is a mix of single and double together, and I love it. I love these. These, Linda, these remind me a bit of your pot holders. I think it's probably because of the squareness. But this is a single, one row is single crochet, one row is double crochet, and it's just a repeat until you get the size you need. 2 of the basic stitches, single and double crochet. That's all you need. Okay. And let me see. Okay, so I got those. Got those. Okay, now my oh wait, one more thing. All right, Lynn, so those are little things you're thinking. Those are little things. What about if I want to make something bigger? I can't make anything bigger. I need to know all these fancy stitches. Oh, but you don't. You don't. You can even make this gorgeous baby blanket. I think this blanket is stunning. You can make this. This is just a simple crochet stitch. I can tell you exactly. Give me just a second. I've lost the pattern I had up here. Okay, let me come back here. Maximize. There we go. It's just, and it's a repeat all the way through. So it's simple, easy. I think it's so pretty. And what a beautiful gift this would be. And you don't need fancy schmancy stitches to make this beautiful baby blanket. So it's just not just little things that you can make with simple stitches. You can make a giant blanket if you wanted with just single or half doubles or doubles. Single will take you longer, but you could do a mix of them. That always makes it look a little fancier if you mix up, every other row with a different stitch. There's so many ways you can make texture and interest with just simple stitches, and your yarn you choose can be a big help in that. So I just thought this was such a pretty blanket, and I had to share that to show that wasn't using anything fancy. That was using, she used single crochet and double crochet. That's all she used in that. And she used cotton yarn. That is a cotton yarn. So then you might be thinking, if you're like me, one of my favorite things to crochet for is the holidays. Well, I can't make anything, nice for the holidays. Oh, yes, you can. I love this. And I actually made one. Let me see. Oh, these ads are going to make me insane. But can't we just look at a picture? Let me see if I can. There we go. Make this picture better. I've actually made one of these for somebody. I think I made one for Grace and I too one year. I don't know what happened to it. This cute little witch's hat for Halloween. I think this is so cute, and I bet you it stays on a heck of a lot better than any costume witch hat you can buy. Definitely more comfortable. You can wash it and save it year after year. And you can fit, change this up with sparkling yarn, different colors. And it's just simple stitches. It's all single crochet. All single crochet to make this little witch hat. I think it's so cute. I really, really like this. I was hoping, okay, here it is. You're probably seeing what I'm doing there. Let me remove that. Where did she go? There she is. Yeah. So she used Wool-Ease yarn to make this thick and quick. So that's even faster. That'll work up even quicker because it's thicker yarn. I just think this is so cute. I'm definitely going to, I remember making some witches hats for somebody. I'm going to have to make these again. So she is just using single crochets in this whole pattern. That's amazing. I love that. Of course, yes, I do too. Isn't that cute? Yeah. And I thought the birds were so cute. I'm not a big amigurumi person with that kind of stuff, but you could obviously use the plush yarn on those same things. They would be bigger, but you could absolutely do it. But I thought that hat was so cute. And of course, one of the other things I love to crochet for. Oh, I forgot one more thing that was useful. we'll go back to it. So one of the other things I love to crochet for is Christmas, obviously. So I found these. I thought these were cute. These are gift card holders, which again, I have made many gift card holders. And then they can turn into like little gift bags afterwards to put gifts in. Very simple stitches, nothing fancy here. You will have to mix up some yarn, so that might be a little more advanced, but this is probably one of the easier ones to switch yarn, because you would do all the white for quite a while, and then you would do quite a bit of red. You'd have to add on a little bit of black for just a couple of rows and then finish with red. And the gold buckle is just yarn sewn in a square around the black. So I think this would be a perfect beginner changing yarn project, because it's not that many. It wouldn't, it's not like you're doing it every other row. There wouldn't be a lot of ends to weave in. And I love crocheting for the holidays. Love them. Love, love, love it. Okay, we already showed that one. And then this is so cute. This is so cute. Let me see. Can I get, I like to get a picture of this. Let me see. This is by Five Little Monsters. I have a couple of her patterns actually, but I'm hoping this is a little ornament or just stuffy, whatever you want to call it, but he's so cute. Remove that, Lynn. Why did that? Oh, because I forgot to get rid of it up here. Yeah, that's why. Next up, I just thought this was so cute. Here it goes. Five Little Monsters. Add to stage. Isn't that cute? Oh, wait a minute. What the heck? That is not what I was sharing. Just a second. Oh, I see why. Ads. I hate the ads. Isn't this cute? And you could just easily add an ornament hook to this and hang this on your tree. Like this would be the simplest ornament. He's so cute. Again, it is more advanced because it's amigurumi, but it's using very simple stitches, all single crochet. That's it. And he's just so cute. I like her patterns. I actually have quite a few of hers. Five Little Monsters is her name. She does really nice patterns. I thought they were so cute. And I think, and if I have to share one, okay, I'm going to share one more thing. Probably one of my favorite things, honestly, to make. I don't know why. I love them so much, probably because they're useful, they're beautiful, and I'm an organization nerd. So yeah, the bear was cute too. Yeah. Baskets. I love to make baskets. I love them. I have so many. I have a video coming out with a hack for baskets that I made that I got to share. Oh my gosh. I need more hours in the day, friends. If y'all could somehow figure out how to do that, that would let me know, please. But yeah, I love to make baskets. This is made with thicker yarn, but you could double up the yarn. And again, useful, beautiful. And have you priced these kinds of baskets lately? You literally could make one for less than, depending on what kind of yarn you use, where you get it, $5-ish, maybe less. And I've seen these go for like anywhere from $15 to $25 for these little ones. Don't even get me started on the big ones. So I love making baskets. Love it. Because I like making home decor. It's one of my favorite things to probably crochet is home decor. Because I love being able to make things we're going to use for one. And yeah. So I think that's everything. That was the basket. Okay, good. I can get rid of all these tabs on my thing. Yeah. So I think you're getting the point. I hope. So anyone who starts sending me comments anymore saying they're not good, they're not a good enough crocheter, they couldn't make this or that, I don't want to see them anymore. I'm going to call you out on it, because if you can single crochet or half double or triple or all three or only one, you are a good crocheter. You are, listen to the words, you are a good crocheter. If you can do even just one of those or all three, whichever you want, you are good. You do not need to be making insane projects to be considered good. So if I see any more comments about how you're not good enough, I'm going to call you out on them. I think what makes a good crocheter is consistency, not complexity. See if I can make this. Not complexity. Whoo, I said it. Not things that make you want to tear your hair out. Not things that have got your hands crippled because you've had to do some intricate things. Consistency and honestly, love of it and enjoying it. Like, why are you crocheting? Are you crocheting because you just love it? Then you're a good crocheter. Like, comparison is the thief of joy. And social media is great for a lot of things. Don't get me wrong. I am trying to make a little bit of a living on social media, so I can't certainly knock it. But it can also really be hard on the old self-esteem when you start comparing yourself to everybody else that's on social media. So I think that's one of the reasons I wanted to start my crochet channel, because I don't by any means think that I am perfect. I make lots of mistakes. Oh boy, do I ever. But I still love it. I still love it. And from what it's given me for my anxiety, my stress, my mental health, and even my physical health, because it's actually helping me lose weight, because instead of snacking when I shouldn't be, I pick up my crochet hook and I go to work. So that doesn't, I think somebody was trying to come in here. I forgot to put my sign on my door. See, there's my mess right there. That doesn't, I forgot what I was talking about. I got distracted by the kids. Oh, that's why I wanted to share my channel, just because what it's done for me. Oh, my physical health by picking up my crochet hook instead of snacking. So that's why I really started my channel, because from what it's given to me, I just wanted to share that with other people and talk to other people who are crochet and yarn as crazy as I am, so I don't feel like I'm nuts. Oh, and if you can't read patterns, you're still a good crocheter, especially in this day and age now with so many YouTube tutorials and website tutorials and blogs and vlogs. And there's so many things now where you don't need to have to read a pattern to crochet. I have a couple of friends who don't read patterns, and they make the most beautiful, beautiful crocheted items. So don't think because you can't read a pattern, you're not a good crocheter. Being able to read a pattern does not automatically make you a better crocheter. I don't think. Obviously, these are all just my opinion. If you think you don't crochet fast enough, so that makes me a bad crocheter. I'm a slow crocheter. I consider myself slow. It's not a race, I'm not trying to, sometimes maybe I'm trying to get something through something fast because it's probably something I'm not enjoying. And then if I'm not enjoying it, I'll probably stop doing it because, I'm not going to do that. Defeats the whole point. But you don't have to be fast. There are some I watch on YouTube and they whip through a project. And I'm like, I don't know how they do that. I also don't know how people can not look down ever at their stitches. I got to look at least occasionally to make sure I'm going in the right stitch. Maybe if it's something simple like a dishcloth, I wouldn't have to look. But other things, I got to look where I'm crocheting. I have to look where I'm walking, and I have to look where I'm crocheting. Is there any other notes I wanted to bring? Oh, now I'm going to ask you guys some questions. I'd love to know. I'm going to put my things away. I would love to know if there is a stitch you avoid because you think it's too hard or you can't do it. For me, it's anything Tunisian. As soon as I see the patterns Tunisian, I'm out of there. Don't know how to do it. Really have no interest in learning it. Because while you're all thinking and you want to read this, think about how you're going to answer this. Sorry, my phone's going off. I'm going to just talk a little bit about a pet peeve I have. I don't know why so many things are being invented or being used. I know Tunisian crochet has been around forever. But why are we trying to make crochet look like knit? Why do people work so hard to learn things to make it look like knit? Why can't we just enjoy it as crochet? Crochet is one of the few things left in this world that can't be made by a machine. It has to be handmade. Well, apparently they have invented a machine the beginning of this year that's come out supposedly, but so far it can only go one direction, I guess, or something like that. But I wish they would just leave it alone. We don't need machines to make crochet. But it's one of the few things left that is you can do handmade. And I just don't know why you just don't bother learning how to knit then if you don't like things. I mean, maybe that's kind of small-minded of me to think that, but it is. I guess I get asked it a lot. Oh, are you ever going to show how you do this and nooking and blah blah blah? And I'm like, no. I never say never because I believe, man plans, God laughs. I'll never say never, but I like the look of crochet. I actually did learn how to knit first. I didn't care for it as much. It was much harder on my hands. And a lot of people say it's easier on their hands than crocheting. Again, everybody's different. But I just don't know why we have to make it look like knit. I really, really don't. So it's a little bit of a pet peeve of mine, and I can get a little bit of hepped up out about it, as my husband would say. But yeah, no, I don't plan on showing how to do those things anytime soon because one, I don't know how to do them, and I don't plan anytime in the future to learn those things. I like the look of my crochet. I'm happy with it. And I don't need to learn another thing right now. I got enough on my plate. So, one stitch that you might avoid. I'm not getting any answers, so maybe there's no stitches anybody avoids. If you don't have a stitch you avoid, how about you tell me a project that you're really proud of? It can either be something recent, something in the past that you made. Let me know. What is one project that you are really, really proud of? I'd have to say probably some of my shawls. Let me get one. Everybody, this is Janet. I don't know why I call it that, but I do. So this is one of the shawls I make, and I get these big, huge shawl pins. I just love the look of these here, and this is mine. I've made one for my mother that she loved that I sent her for Christmas. I think I keep forgetting to show that. I did take pictures before I sent it to her, but this is one that I make. You probably see it in some of the videos. That is one I make. Hold on just a second. Give me just a sec. I'm going to go away for just a second. There we go. I'm back. But yeah, so that's probably one of the things I love. I'm proud of is my shawls. And of course, anything I've made for the kids, I'm proud of that they've, really reacted to. I've made things that made people cry and that makes me proud. So Linda, I'm really proud. Yes, the latest pillow top you made. That is because it is gorgeous. Gorgy, as I would say. My daughter says, Mom, no one says that. Well, I say it. It was gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Nobody has any projects that they're proud of, past, future, in the present, something you just made, something you made years ago. Let me know. If anything that you've made, what's one project you're really proud of? It doesn't have to be anything big. It could be you're proud of the dishcloth you made. That's fine. Be proud of it. So I guess my final takeaway. Oh, I just finished the crocodile for my daughter. I remember you were saying you were working on that. I'm glad you got it done. Awesome. I guess my takeaway from this live is basically if you can make a stitch, you can make something beautiful. You don't need anyone to call yourself, you don't need anyone to say you're a good crocheter. You are a good crocheter. 5 a.m. at Michael's. I didn't even know that you go in that early. Catherine. Well, thank you for sharing your break with us. Yeah, you don't need permission to call yourself a good crocheter. You are a good crocheter. You are. And I hope, here, let me turn this again. You don't want to see Aid in there in his pajamas. You are a good crocheter. And as I said, I start seeing any more comments about things, I'm going to call you out on them. So I think that's it I wanted to talk about for my live. We can kind of just sit and chat for a bit. Oh, that was a little slip of the tongue there. See that? I am working on Gracie's Slouchy Beanie. This is that neon Premier Basics that they came out with recently with the neon colors. And as soon as I saw this, I knew she would love it. I showed it to her. She absolutely loved it. And it is such soft yarn. Friends, yarn made in Turkey is amazing. Like, it is such a game changer with yarn. And a video coming out soon, I even mentioned, did you know Red Heart's having their yarn made in Turkey now too? A few months ago when I did a yarn haul, I had mentioned how I was finding Red Heart softer, and I've always been a Red Heart fan. I find it gets a lot of flack, but I've always been, it's what I learned on. My grandmother's always used it. I can remember seeing, the Red Heart label in the stores. I think they even did commercials, if I remember correctly, for them, I think. So I've always loved it, but I will admit it's rough. Once you wash it, it's fine, but to work with, I am noticing how much softer it is. And I'm like, what's going on? They're starting to have, I don't know if they're changing everything to Turkey, but some of their labels are showing up with made in Turkey on them. And that's why the yarn feels softer. I knew it. I knew it was softer feeling. So, before I forget too, there won't be a video or a live next Wednesday. I have a doctor's appointment, unfortunately. So there won't be, but there will be a video at 10 a.m. I've already got it uploaded and scheduled. So there will be a video next Wednesday, but no live next Wednesday. Though it's not one thing, I'm really proud of the dishcloths, pot holders. I'm crocheting all of my kitchen things for my new house. Awesome. I think that's amazing. Absolutely amazing. My favorite stitch is half double crochet. I'm making bucket hats right now for my market this month on the 18th and 19th. Wonderful. I love half double too. I use half double a lot. Obviously, I use it a lot. I guess it's not, it works up quicker, but it's not as holy as double crochet. So that makes it a little bit better. But yeah, oh, I also want to thank you. Quite a few of you, I don't know if any of you are in the chat here, have been using my link at Premier. Thank you so much. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. I hope you all know that. It just helps a little bit. It helps me able to buy more yarn to try for you all, because I love doing that. I love getting the new yarns and trying them and letting them know whether they're worth your money or not, or my money too. So it's greatly appreciated, and Premier has taken notice of it. They have subscribed to my channel, which I'm just tickled pink about. So I truly, truly, truly love them. I really do. I would not be an affiliate for them if I didn't believe in their product. That's just not in me to do that. And there's quite a few out there from them that I have not tried yet. So I'm slowly making my way through trying to find, and this is one of them. This is one of their new ones. So I can let you all know if they're worth your money. So I am proud of the first blanket I made. It alternates 5 single crochets and 5 double crochet. Beautiful texture. But yeah, and their prices, I really, really think, even in Canadian money, I'm finding them so much cheaper than a lot of places. And there's so many options, so much yarn, so little time. And they're fast. I get my stuff so quick. It shocks me how fast I get it. And they're very nice people. Oh my goodness, very nice people. It's nice to be able to recommend something that you believe in. So yeah. So again, thank you. It's very much appreciated. I just happened to go on and check the other day, and I'm like, oh, people have used my link. So thank you so much. All right. Don't forget to close the door, Aiden. I should be happy he's doing laundry, right? So where did I leave off on this? Oh, yeah. Now I'm going to do, okay. So I've already done them. So now I'm doing 17, 18, and 19. And single crochet. So I'm so proud of myself. I am quite a ways ahead on videos for the next little bit. So that makes me a little less stressed. And I'm just filming everything. You all are going to be getting, I'm trying to do 2 videos a week on both channels. because I'm a crazy lady. I am looking forward to Easter. We do celebrate Easter in this house and just the long weekend. Aiden does have to work. I think he said Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, but he does not work Easter Sunday or what we have here in Canada, Easter Monday. So it will be nice too. And hopefully the weather gets a little bit nicer. I'm making cream puffs for dessert, which everyone's ecstatic about because it's been years since I've made them. And everyone's so happy about that. So I absolutely have 3 orders coming, one today and one yesterday. Oh, I love Premier Yarns. I received an order yesterday and have a cart full to order on Friday. I'm back. Good. Yeah, the video you're going to be seeing next week, I have some yarn hauls coming for you all. So you're going to see a couple different ones because you got to take advantage of the sales right now, because I don't know about you all, but I'm seeing the price increases definitely on yarn. I'm seeing it already. It started. Grocery prices are through the roof here. Insanity. But yeah, I'm seeing increases already. And it's not just the yarn that's going to increase. It's the shipping that's going to, obviously. When you see what diesel is here, holy moly, no wonder everything's going up. Diesel is sky high here. We are having family on Friday. Oh, that's nice. I hope next year we'll be able to have family, more extended family over for Easter, because hopefully we'll be much closer by this time next year. But we haven't found any playing yet. I can't get over how soft this yarn is for a budget yarn. Again, made in Turkey. And I am pretty sure, like I said, I have not gotten, oh my Lord, Lynn, I have not used every yarn from Premier, but I think every yarn is from Turkey. I think. I'm going to say at least the majority are. So far, everyone I've gotten from them is from Turkey. So I have to finish this for Grace because I am excited to start a new project here with some of the yarns I got. And I'll be filming that and bringing it along with you all. I used to be, but when I went to 2 channels, I have to get ahead. It's too hard for me. And I never know how long videos are going to take to upload to YouTube for me here. Sometimes it's really fast. Other times it's horrible. I think their warehouse is in Georgia. I think it's in Georgia. If I'd known that when we went through there helping my mom move last fall, I totally would have stopped into the warehouse because I think we went right by it. Oh, maybe someday. No, I don't know if I get my husband to ever do that trip again driving. That was a long, long haul. All the way to Florida from here and all the way to Maine from Florida and then all the way from Maine back home here. It was, we went through a lot of states in just a few days. I can't imagine having 2 weeks, 2 channels. I know. The crochet stuff wasn't doing well on my other channel. And I thought, let's just have a channel devoted completely to tea and crochet, my 2 loves. Yes, I can get the link. Just give me a second. Is that there's my crochet channel. Let me go to my channel to get my link. More. And the link is always going to be down in the description box on every video. So you'll always see it there. There's like emojis of a bunch of balls of yarn in blue, and underneath those balls of emoji yarn, underneath the emoji of the ball of yarn, words are hard, friends. My link for Premier is always there. So, yeah. And it really is greatly appreciated. I don't take it for granted, you all using that link. And it doesn't cost you anything extra at all, but it certainly helps me out. Like I said, it all goes back into yarn. Any little commission I make, it goes back into yarn. And this way I can get yarn to try for you all. because I love doing that. I love trying new yarns and seeing if it's not good, if it's not, because I don't have a poker face. I don't have a poker face. So if it's not good, you're going to know. And even if it's somebody who I'm an affiliate with, if I'm like, oh, I dropped the ball on this one, or, oh, this is fantastic. So I will tell you. I will tell you. So luckily I got Grace to try this on. So, and now it's a half double. It fits her perfect. So now we're just making the slouchiness part of it. I myself am not a slouchy hat fan, but the kids love them. The kids love them. Kath, thank you. It's much appreciated. Have a great day at work and have a great Easter. Catherine, we laugh because Catherine's last name is my maiden name. So, yeah. And she is from New Brunswick, where my grandfather's family was originally from on one side. And it's where my husband's from, and it's where we're moving to. So I might just be able to meet some of my subscribers that are from New Brunswick and Maine when we move closer. That will be fun. So, Patricia, I have to, I know where my mom is in Maine. That was roughly what she was spending a couple of days ago. I can tell you here, if we convert it, we're over $7 a gallon. Great, huh? For regular. Let me tell you what, I can tell you what diesel is. You have to convert it. You have to do, is it 2.4? So if we take what the diesel currently is, oh, I think I did that wrong. What is the math I do to convert liters to gallons? I've joined a Fiverr group. Folks either knit or crochet was sitting at large round table. Lovely. Oh, that sounds wonderful. I hope you have a better experience than I did. I did catch up with my friend Tasha yesterday. We went to lunch. I have not mentioned this in a lot, in any videos I've filmed. And this is one of the ones I wanted to talk about. You're not going to see any video from Knit City because we didn't go. Over last weekend, something was going on with their truck. So my husband took it in last Monday. And we had to have $1,600 worth of work done. We can't catch a break. We can't catch a break. No, sorry. It wasn't six. That was for the freezer. Good Lord, Lynn. We had to have $1,200 worth of work done to the truck, which is still not great. And I just couldn't justify going to Toronto for a night in a hotel, meals, whatever shopping we would have been doing at the Knit City. I just couldn't go. I just couldn't justify it. And the closer we were getting, I was getting more panic attacks. I've talked about this before. I do have mental illness. I've never said exactly what I have, and I'm not ready to share that. But I definitely have anxiety. I definitely have panic attacks. And the thought, when I saw how many people, they were going to have over 400 vendors, I think it was, alone. And they were expecting, I think I saw at one point, they said like maybe over 10,000 people a day they were expecting to show up. And I just was like getting, like, even now talking about it, my heart's racing. And I was just like, I just don't know if we can do this. You know, my husband also has PTSD. Crowds are very, very hard for him. So I think, I wish the Lord hadn't showed us, I think this was the Lord's way of saying, you probably shouldn't go. I wish it would have been a cheaper way, but it just kind of solidified our reason for not going. Basically, all that convolutedness to say is we just decided it wasn't great for us to go. So we did not go. Tasha had a great show. She did the best she's ever done at a show. So I am so happy for her. I am so proud for her. Lovely. There's one in Peterborough coming up next weekend. Now, Aiden's birthday is next Friday. My baby's 19 next Friday. I don't even know how that's possible, but he has to work Friday and Saturday, so we're not celebrating until the 12th. So I don't feel so guilty if we want to go to the one in Peterborough on the 11th. It's smaller. There's nowhere near as many vendors. I think maybe 30, 40 vendors. That's my kind of show. I love Peterborough. We go there often. So David and I might take a quick trip up there to support Tasha and to check them out. So that's why you're not going to see any filming from Knit City, because I didn't go. I'm van camping to New Brunswick and then Nova Scotia in July this year. If you were there, maybe we can meet up. Don't know if we'll be there in July unless we happen to be looking at houses for sale. I wish we could be there by summer, but our house doesn't even go up for sale until July. We're hoping. Yeah, Downeasters are great. I know I'm biased, but Downeasters are great, Okay. So we have to times it by 2.64. Okay, I couldn't remember the thing. So right now, regular here, if we converted it, it's about $5 a gallon. Not great. And if we convert the diesel, there's $6 a gallon right now. So no wonder we're seeing all the prices go up. Yeah, you're in New Orleans. Oh, okay. Yeah, it is high. It is high. Oh, that's lovely. That's a wonderful thing. I was going to talk about some things today on this live. I'm going to save it for, like I said, next week I will not be live, but there will be a video out for you all at 10 a.m. Normally I put my videos out in the evening because they seem to do better in the first hour in the evening. But if I can't do it live, I like to put a video in place of the live. So it'll be out at 10 a.m. next week. And because I have a doctor's appointment. And then there's something I'm going to bring up in my live after that we're going to chat about some things I'm thinking about starting on my channel and doing. So I'm really excited about that. And I think you all will be too. Just a little sneak peek at what we might be doing. So yeah, I'm excited to share that with you all. And there's a video tonight, actually. It's part 2 of I have so many whips. I need to finally finish them. It's part 2, and I'm really excited for you all to see it so you can see if I actually finished all 32 whips. So I ended up having to do it in 2 parts because it ended up being quite a long video. So yeah. Oh, the women. Oh, wonderful. I'm so glad. I am so glad for you. Oh, I hope you find some great deals. Thanks for coming in. So yeah, part 2 will be on tonight at 6 p.m. So I'm excited for you all to see that. I am trying to do 2 videos a week on the channel, plus a live. I'm crazy. And I'm also trying to do 2 videos a week on my homestead channel. So if you all don't know, I do have another channel. Happy Easter to you too, Tanya. I have another channel, Bucket List Homestead. That is my first baby channel. I've been on there. It will be 5 years in November since I started that. I can't believe that. I'll have to do some kind of special live for that, for the 5 years. And that came out of my love of doing what I share over there. And yeah, so I do 2 channels. So I do 4 videos a week plus a live. I am insane. I'm insane. And with this ADHD brain of mine that never stops. I wish you could see I have so many notebooks and Post-it notes of ideas, things I want to talk about, things I want to film, things I want to look into, things I want to research. Like, it's everywhere. I have a notebook by my bed because I will literally wake up and think of some things and write them down. And if I don't, I totally forget them by the next day. So, yeah, it doesn't stop. It also is how I start out washing dishes, and somehow, some way, I'm upstairs in my bedroom putting away laundry. And I'm like, wait a minute, I was washing dishes like, because somewhere along the way, oh my goodness. And I was a late person to be diagnosed with ADHD. Like I was very late. I was in my 40s before I got diagnosed. I always thought myself as either scattered brain or just, trying to do too much, which that's also all true. But my doctor, like, we did it. She diagnosed me, but like I told her at this point, by the time I got diagnosed, I said, I've already learned how to live with it and how to like do my own coping mechanisms and how to, live with this. I've had to how to cope. So at this point, I really don't see what's going to help going to any kind of therapies or anything. And she agreed. I'm like, I just don't see how, it makes me feel better. I wish I'd had the diagnosis a lot sooner. It might have made when I was younger a little bit easier. You know, maybe I wouldn't have been called too much all the time. I heard that my whole life. You're too much. You're too loud. You're too talkative. You're too. You have too many opinions. You have too many ideas. Too. I was told I was too much my whole stinking life. Never by my husband. Never by my husband. It's amazing how opposites attract. Though he's learned to be fearful of these words. So I've been thinking. I literally see him run. He'll turn and run the other way when those words come out of my mouth. Sometimes I say them just to mess with them. But yeah, if I had had the proper diagnosis when I was younger, maybe I wouldn't have taken that to heart so much because, it would have been like, well, there's a reason why all those things are because my brain just is firing on a million cylinders. So, yeah. I do. I wish somebody had thought, but I honestly didn't think. I mean, I know girls and women can have it. My doctor actually told me women are actually the most undiagnosed with ADHD. Like they have a very, my words. Here we go. Women are. It can take a long time for women to be properly diagnosed with it. It's very common for women to not be diagnosed until later in life, she told me. I have a late diagnosis. See? Yeah. And I always have. I've always been a list person. I've always had notebooks. I said, no wonder I'm obsessed with stationery. I love stationery. Pens, paper. I love it. One of my favorite places to go is a stationery store. But when she told me that, I believed it. And I just said to her, I said, I just wasn't thinking, especially growing up, we didn't hear a lot about it. My generation certainly didn't. Maybe when we got later into high school, we started hearing a little bit more about it, but not like they do now. And I know it can be overdiagnosed. I know that, especially in boys. I know that. And I've also learned that there's different ADHDs, ADD. There's tons of different. It doesn't mean that you are psycho, can't sit still kind of thing. It doesn't necessarily mean that. And that's what I always thought. So that's why I didn't think anything of it. I just thought it was me. I just thought it was my personality, which it is. It is me. But there is a reason why. Why I end up in my bedroom putting away laundry when 5 minutes sooner I was doing dishes. There is a reason. And it just made me feel a little bit validated. And I have looked into some other coping mechanisms that I didn't know about to help with specific things too. So, oh yay, another stationery nerd. That makes me feel better. Yes, my doctor and I talked about that. How, especially a stay-at-home mom and wife with a military husband and 2 children, one with autism, one with Tourette's, and a husband with Tourette's, and a husband with PTSD. And, that's a lot to juggle some days. And I used to always just, hide it and, you got to do what you got to do. But some days are hard. And I'm having to juggle everybody else's mental stuff. And mine gets pushed to the back. So I thought maybe it was a bit of that too. Like, what I used to call it, the martyr syndrome, where, we would go without, or we would take less than, or whatever. Or we would, just, suck it up, buttercup. So and so needs me. Um, I just thought it was, that, because I grew up with a mother who put everything, her needs aside. If she would get us a new jacket before she would get herself one, things like that. So I just thought it was that. And I am having a hard time seeing, so I'm going to put my reading glasses on. Oh, that's better. They're blue light too, which I keep forgetting because I get headaches. I actually woke up in the middle of the night with a headache. I actually didn't sleep well. My insomnia has been insane the last few days. There's a lot going on behind the scenes I haven't shared yet, and I will be eventually when I have more answers. But till then, I'm just going to crochet. I know my doctor said, would you like to be set up with family therapy? And I'm like, no, for a whole bunch of reasons. One, my family won't go. And I know it helps a lot of people. I know it helps my mom with her grief from losing my dad. She is in a grief group and things. And I know it helps her. And I'm grateful for it. I went to a little bit of counseling when I had my first diagnosis of cancer. A couple, I went twice, and, I did get a little something out of it. I learned a couple of things, so that was worth it, but it just doesn't work for me, and it doesn't seem to work. My husband went for a while. He said it did feel like it was helping. He hasn't been in forever. I should ask him if he's wants to plan on going back. Military has really dropped the ball with his treatment, but that again is a whole nother subject that can get me really hot under the collar. Aiden did occupational therapy to help him with his Tourette's and some of the things he was dealing with. It was helping him, and he really liked his occupational therapist. And then she moved. And my kids, I don't know if it's part of their neurodivergency or if it's just them, but when they get close to someone and then something like that happens, that's it for them. They won't try with somebody else. It hurts. Like, that's it. They're done. It's like one and done. And we just couldn't get him to agree. It took them forever to find somebody too, like forever to replace her. And then when they finally did, Aiden just, nope, he wasn't going back. So yeah, she offered it because she said, you are juggling a lot and there's a lot going on in your household. But I said, yeah, there is. And there always has been. I almost don't know a difference. Things are getting a little bit better with the kids getting older, certainly. It's such a weird stage of our lives right now because our kids are young adults. Like Grace is 22 and Aiden's 19 next Friday. Yet they both still live at home. One, Grace, we honestly don't know if she'll ever be able to live 100% on her own. We're hoping to get like an in-law suite or a little apartment on our new property so she can have that independence but be very close. My hope is that she'll be able to, find a relationship and get married and have that. I hope and pray for her for that every single night. Aiden would move out now if he could. If he had the money, he'd be living on his own right now. So they don't really need me anymore, yet they're still living in my house. So I've made a really conscious effort these last few months to kind of treat them like they're already living like in an in-law suite. Like if I make something for supper I think they might like, I'll let them know, hey, tonight I'm going to be making roast chicken if you want to have it. Like, oh yeah. So then I'll know to add a couple extra things. But yeah, it's a very strange feeling because they're not babies anymore. I'm still a mom, but I'm not the mom I had to be 10 years ago. Does that make any sense? Like some of you ladies in here who have children who are grown. So I don't have the empty nest syndrome feeling because I don't have an empty nest. And honestly, I don't know if I ever will be able to. And that's a whole different other thing. Move this up. There we go. But yeah, it's a weird feeling. And I was sad about it for a while, but the last few weeks I've started thinking like, oh gosh, like my life is becoming my own again and I can do some things. And when my husband retires this year, he told me, we're hoping it's this year. I pray to God it's this year for his mental health. it'll be my turn. And he said he'll be picking up the slack in the house and everything, and it'll be my turn. So I have a great husband. I have a very supportive. I can't imagine going through this life without him. Yeah, I'm going to brag on him a bit because he is a good man, and I am grateful for him every single day. He's not perfect. I'm not either, but he is a great, great husband and father. We are very lucky to have him. Okay, Michelle, I have to get gas today. Oh my goodness. So your prices very much remind me of Canada there in California. Like your gas seems to run around the same as ours. Your groceries, I think some things are cheaper, but some of your grocery prices seem to be roughly the same. I was wondering, what was I was going to ask you though? If what was the same though? Well, you certainly don't have the same weather, at least not in our part of Canada. Michelle's so lucky. She's got like literally orange and lemon trees. And outside, I have a lemon tree, but mine's growing inside. There was something else I was going to say. Oh, just freaking brain between chemo, ADHD, and menopause. It's my brain must look like a piece of Swiss cheese. That's what I imagine it looks like. If they did an X-ray, they'd see my brain and all these holes in it, because that's what it feels like. Oh my gosh, I was going to ask her something. I think mostly like a lot of the prepackaged foods maybe seem to be around the same prices of what we pay here in Canada. Linda. Oh my gosh. Wow. Why is your gas so high there? Linda's in the States, by the way, friends. You're paying what we are. Yeah. You are paying what we are. Holy moly. I wonder if they're going to, we do Walmart delivery, which, oh my gosh, it is the way to go, friends. The kids love it. Again, it's another thing that, can be difficult, because I know, shopping online and stuff, but these kinds of things help give Grace more independence. She's able to, I just give her my phone because I'm the one that has the Walmart delivery. So she just goes on my phone and puts in her order. And then when she's done, then we add anything. If we don't have anything, then she just hits, deliver. I love this Walmart delivery, but you have to be within 15 miles of a Walmart to get it. And we've more than made up our delivery fee. I think it's 80 Canadian a year. I got the first month free. We have gotten that back. And with gas going up the way it is, yeah, we'll probably be putting in another one this week instead of going in uptown, because David's having to go uptown today and tomorrow for work. And then he's off. He had a long weekend this weekend, and then he's off for this long weekend coming. And, yeah, we're trying. I wonder if he took my car, because my car is a lot better on gas than the truck. A lot better. I meant to tell him I don't need it so he could take it. Yeah, so we're definitely trying to limit our trips out. Shoot, as a matter of fact, I got to tell him I need half and half. I am like down to one more tea's worth, I think, is all I have. Yes, I like half and half in my tea. I don't know why some people find that weird, but I've been told it was weird by someone, and I'm like, half and half only goes in coffee. Not for me. It goes in tea. Yeah, ours goes up 10 cents a liter. So that's what, like almost 20 cents a gallon. And it just went up again yesterday. And I don't know if it's gone up again today because I haven't gone out. Wow. That's getting pretty high for you. I know Mom was like $3.89, she said, in her part of Maine. Now she tends to be a little higher because they're on the border with Canada. A lot of the Canadians come over and get gas still in the States because it's still cheaper, even in Canadian money. And they take advantage of that. So they know it's cheaper for the Canadians to come over. So they put it up a little bit higher. Because if you go just an hour down the road from where my mother lives, the gas starts getting cheaper. And if you go 2 hours from where my mother lives, into Bangor, it can be 20, 30 cents cheaper a gallon. So They got to get their money though, don't they? Greedy, greedy, greedy. Money's going to be the downfall of us. I got to put the fireplace back on. It's cooling down in here pretty quick. What's the temperature outside? How long have we been on here? Oh, I'm going to try and go for the 2 hours today. It's becoming like a contest with me. So I guess I could get out my questions. Are any of you working on anything right now while we're chatting? Let me know down in the comments if you're crocheting or knitting or sewing or whatever. Let me know down in the comments if you are working on anything during this live, and if you're drinking tea, coffee, or other. Let me know. It says it feels like 37 out. Let me just turn up my... Are you cold, Lil? Huh? Are you cold? There. Let me turn it up. She's right in front of the fireplace underneath 3 blankets, 2 which are crocheted that she stole. So Lily loves my crochet blankets. Oh. So we made maple. I'm going to sit back here a bit. Oh, hopefully I can still read that. We made maple syrup here on Monday. It was so beautiful. And you sit there and watch the pot boil. That's all it is for a long time. So I took my crochet outside and I made a short, and I'll be sharing that on my channel soon, where I literally crocheted outside watching the pot boil. I crochet outside a lot when the weather is nicer, but yep, that's what I was doing. I was crocheting while I was watching the sap boil. Oh, we're getting some, okay. I finished the pot holder set, and now I'm working on the washcloth that matches. Use up the rest of that little skein of yarn. I'm crocheting dishcloth and enjoying some hot coffee. Happy Easter, Michelle. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, my tea's not so hot anymore. And I don't know if anybody is out in the kitchen who could come get it for me and heat it up. I need to get one of those heat warmers that keep your mug warm. I used to have one. David got me one a few years ago. You plug it in and it's a little hot plate, basically. I can't find it. I don't know what I did with it. Okay, so now we're doing row 20, 21, and 22. I might finish this. And now it's single crochet. I always get worried with these slouchy hats because I think, oh my gosh, they're so big, but they're supposed to be because they slouch, down the back a bit. It's a little bit different than the last one I made, or I found a different pattern I thought I'd try. We'll see. If she doesn't like it, I can always frog it and redo the one like I did before. Okay, time for another question. Do you have a favorite crochet hook size or brand? You can either tell me what your favorite hook is, the one you always seem to go for, either number or brand or both. Let me know. Let me know. And it's great too because it helps us learn. Sometimes I learn about other hooks from you all when you answer these questions. I learn about yarn from you all when you answer these questions. So I can tell you my most used hook is a 5mm. I seem to gravitate towards that a lot more. With some of the thicker yarns lately, though, I've been doing 6 to 6.5 and even an 8. But 5 right here. And this is my hook from Hobby Lobby. $3 and something, and it is my favorite hooks. I have quite a few of these now in different sizes. Love this hook, and it's not expensive. It's like I have more expensive hooks. Like I have some pretty expensive hooks, I will say. And I just, yeah, I love this. Love, love, love this. Clover and 5.5. I do like the clover. I just got a clover last summer, I think it was last summer for the first time. And I'm like, why did I take so long to try these? Well, for one, they're not cheap, but I have 2 now. I think I have a 6 and a 6.5 in them. And I really liked it. I really, really liked it. I need to get one in a 5. The only thing I don't like about these Hobby Lobby ones is the number is printed on the metal, and it is starting to wear off on my 5.5 one. So I'm going to have to add the number somewhere myself that it won't wear off. That's kind of annoying. And the ones that are engraved are great because, you know, they don't wear off, but they can be hard to see. At least for me, they can be hard to see. Today's Wednesday. Oh, one of my crochet channels I like to watch. I think they have a video out today. So after my live and after I have some lunch, I'll be crocheting the rest of the day. Actually, no, I have to go take the stuff out of my freeze dryer, film that for my other channel, get my freeze dryer thawing out, anticipation for the next load to go in. I don't know what I'm going to have for lunch today. My stomach is growling. Oh, I know what I'm going to have, Linda. Our new favorite obsession, the baguette bread, because I still have some sliced up from the other night I got to use with some Irish cheddar in the air fryer. That's what I'm going to have. And it's Wednesday, so we're having tacos, of course, because we missed Taco Tuesday. Tacos are one of those things I can eat like a couple times a week. Loaded nachos or just like, you know, a salad, like a taco salad, or I like Mexican food a lot. Yep, that's what I'm going to have for lunch today. 3 pieces. I put it in the air fryer for 2 minutes and boom. Little cheesy bread is so good. Love that Irish cheddar. Love, love, love that Irish cheddar. Wonder if I can finish this hat. We got about a half hour. I'd like to keep going. So you guys have any questions you want to ask me? Anything we talked about good crochet or basic stitches or anything else? Just so we don't have some dead air here. This is why I hate being by myself. I find I can do pretty good for about an hour-ish, hour, 20 minutes. And then that last 40, I feel like I'm scrambling. Oh, here's a good question. Chocolate or vanilla? Chocolate or vanilla? For me, always. Always, always, always chocolate. Always. If I have a choice, it's never vanilla. Ever. Half double. It is never vanilla. It's always chocolate. Always chocolate. Oh, I love it. It's so good. And I find it's healthy and it's always so pretty. Oh, it's always so pretty with the colors and okay, now I'm getting hungry. And I have freeze-dried avocado. I have freeze-dried sour cream. I have freeze-dried cilantro. The only thing I don't have freeze-dried is lime juice, but I could tell David to bring some home. So I think I'll make up some guacamole because I'm the only one who eats it. So I love having all that freeze-dried. Next time I'm just going to freeze-dry the guacamole. But I can make just what I need. Love it. If you had told me 7, 8 years ago, 10 years ago, 12 years ago, at least. If you had told me 12 years ago I would be eating guacamole and avocado, I would have told you were a filthy liar. Because it was not anything. And then I tried it and I loved it. That was it for me. We didn't eat that stuff growing up. My mother, we had tacos, but our tacos were very, so we had the taco seasoning on the hamburger. We would have shredded lettuce and cheese. That's it. That's what our tacos were. That's what my mother still has for tacos. She can't get over all the stuff I put out for. She's like, what's that? And what's that? And what's that? And what's that? And what's that? I said, it's part of the things that make the taco so good. Oh, I got some chocolate ladies in the house. Always chocolate. That's right, Jen. Always. Oh, dark chocolate or milk chocolate? Milk chocolate. I am not a dark. There used to be a candy bar. It was organic. And it was dark chocolate with it was with a hint of milk chocolate. It was so good and creamy. That little bit of milk chocolate made it creamier. And oh my goodness, that was my favorite. Absolutely loved it. You can't get it anymore. You can't get it anymore. But milk chocolate, I am not. My husband and Grace, I tell Grace all the time, you are not my daughter. Somebody switched you because she loves dark chocolate. Her and my husband. Aiden does not like dark chocolate at all. He likes the milk chocolate. I don't even mind like semi-sweet, but if I'm eating like a chocolate bar, a candy bar, I want milk chocolate bar. I don't like white chocolate. That's too rich for me. It's too sweet. Ooh, just thinking about it hurts my teeth. But I mean, I don't mind, like I have these no sugar. Oh, who makes them? Who makes them? I cannot remember the name of them. Let me get them. I hide them out here. David wouldn't eat them because he hates coconut, but Gracie would. And they're expensive, so I hide them. These. And these are dark, but they are coconut in the middle, which I love. I can eat the dark like that if they have something with them, but I can't just eat like a dark chocolate bar that's just the plain dark chocolate. It's too much. But yeah, these only have 3 grams of sugar per cup. And 1 cup is one of them. I can't believe that's a cup. That's a cup? Seriously? Per 1 cup, 14 grams. Okay. But I've had them forever because I don't eat them often because they are dark chocolate. But I can eat them, and they make a peanut butter one too, but they also make a milk chocolate peanut butter one that's also low sugar and is really good. So they make a raspberry one Grace loves. But yeah, yeah. Oh, we got, you don't like chocolate cake? Chocolate cake with white frosting is like my favorite and pretty much the family's favorite in this house. I think that's what did Aiden say he wants for a cake next week? No, he wants vanilla cake with chocolate frosting this year. He's switching it up a bit. So another reason I'm not making a lot of desserts for Easter, I'm just making some cream puffs, and I'm going to share some with our neighbors next door because we're taking some maple syrup to them because one of the big trees we tapped was their tree. So we just want to thank them for letting us tap their tree. And I've got half a pint of maple syrup for them, and I'm going to take some cream puffs over too. And I don't want to do a lot of desserts because we're having cake next week, the weekend after, for Aiden's birthday. So I always make the cakes in the house, always. But yeah, I love chocolate cake with white frosting. Honestly, my favorite cake is angel food cake. I love angel food cake. Love it. I think they're just calling the pieces. Yeah, I can't believe that's a cup. But, oh, like they're saying, okay, it's easier to say, well, they could just say the 14 grams. I know a cup's not 14 grams. But I don't eat them. I mean, I literally have had that bag out here since January, maybe. I just eat one occasionally when I'm feeling the urge for some chocolate, and I figure it's a little bit healthier choice. Okay, we need another question. Oh, do you have a specific space that you crochet in? Like, do you have a room like me? Or, I mean, I crochet everywhere. Linda and I were saying the other day, she was saying, you're a crochet addict when you find bits of yarn everywhere. And I mean everywhere. She said she found them, I think she said in her driveway, in her purse. I'm like, yeah, I found one out in my kitchen today on my island. Have no idea why a piece of yarn was on my island, but it was. The family has found them in different things, like in their room or on them. And they're like, we don't even crochet. Why do we have yarn in our room? Pieces of yarn in our room. I'll go to pull something out of my pocket somewhere. A piece of yarn comes out. Have no idea why. So I do crochet, but I definitely love having my space ish. It's my space ish. Obviously we hang clothes out here in the winter because it's warmer out here with our fireplace going, so things dry quicker. And the treadmill is out here, so the boys kick me out quite often to work out. So, but it is more mine than anybody's. But I can't wait till I can have a dedicated space that nobody can kick me out of, and it's just mine with a window. Oh, a room with a window. If we were staying here, we were gonna have hire a contractor to come in and put a window, basically where you all are, so I could have some actual light come in. Last winter was my first winter having this room, and Grace and I, we just lived out here all winter long. Like January, February, we were out here, and we couldn't figure out. Her and I, we had SAD, really bad seasonal affect disorder, and we were just down so much. And I'm just like, this is worse than ever. What is going on? And we realized we were out here so much without that window and the door closed. That's why we weren't seeing any daylight at all. So this year we made a conscious effort. I get up and, go out a lot. I keep the door open. Just keeping the door open will let in the light from the kitchen because our kitchen's pretty bright. So yeah, I definitely need a window. Definitely need a window. And it's so funny. Like some of the places we're looking at, even David now, he's like, look, hon, look at this room. He said, this room would be perfect for your filming, for your crochet channel, and for you to have all your crochet stuff. And I just laugh and I'm like, yes, it would be. So I do have a craft room, but I crochet knit everywhere. Yep, I do too. I take it everywhere too. I'm starting to get more in the habit because I hate doom scrolling when I'm anywhere waiting, and it's like, and in some places the internet's not great. I will do some work like for my channel when I'm out somewhere on my phone. I might be designing some thumbnails, thinking up descriptions, titles, what I want to do with that video. Like I will do some work, certainly, if I can, if it's anything, that I wanted to get done, but because I had this appointment, I had to bring it with me. But I am trying to take more of my crochet with me when I go places, because the doom scrolling thing is just, get on there, and before I know it, I've been on my phone for 2 hours, and I wonder, why didn't I get that project done? And a round of double crochet. 22, 25. So I have 13 more rows I got to do. Boy, that seems like a lot, but again, it is slouchy. It is slouchy. So we got 20 minutes I would like to fill up, and I hate to just have dead air here. I hate that. It's like watching paint dry. Who wants to stay around for that? Anybody have any big crochet? Oh, did you guys, anybody make anything for Easter crochet wise? Or if you made anything baking wise or whatever, let me know. Let me know what are you having for Easter? Do you do a big dinner? Do you do something traditional? Do you do something non-traditional? Because my husband loves ham. I do too, even though we've been eating a bit of it lately. We've had it twice, like in the last 4 days, and then we're going to have ham on Sunday, spiral ham, which is like our favorite, and scalloped potatoes, and probably carrots. Yeah, that's probably what we'll have. And I'll make the kids a little roasted chicken, because they do not like ham. Again, I don't know whose children these are, but they're not ours. And then the cream puffs for dessert, which Grace is the most excited about. She loved it when I made them. She goes, you haven't made those in so long. And I'm like, okay, I can take a hint. So I'm going to do some cream puffs. They are good. They're not too sweet. So And they were a lot easier to make than I thought they were. But I haven't made them in a while, so I hope I don't screw them up. Yeah, no, thank you. Bank wanting to give me another credit card, and we keep telling them no, they are not going to be happy until we are so far in debt with credit and can't dig your way out. No, thank you. We've almost got our other one paid off. That between the dog's visits, our poor puggy boy, and Lily's visits, and the truck, and Aiden's car, and the dishwasher, and everything taking a hit the last few months. So no, thank you. We have one, and that's enough. But they won't be happy unless you're completely sunk down that hole and can't get out. Oh, wow. I got a few questions. I always have socks in it in my purse. My friend Tasha always has her mittens or socks always with her somewhere. She does these yarn bags. I have one I got from her, and she's always got her yarn in one of them. How many skeins did you use in your messenger bag? 2. Almost 2 full ones. Right? Oh my goodness. I wrote that down somewhere. 2. It was 2. I have just the teeniest, littlest amount left from the second one, but it was just the 2. I was going to make her matching fingerless gloves, like long ones. She loves like the long gloves. So I thought about making her them, but I want to make them so they're like, I might do triple crochet on them because I want them to look kind of open so they're not so warm. So Grace has, oh my gosh, I can never pronounce this right. Is it Ryerson? Renard syndrome, where her circulation is awful and her feet and hands are freezing cold. And I mean, it can be 105 Fahrenheit out and Grace's hands are freezing. Like David always knows to come to her. He'll say, put your hands on my face when he's really hot because her hands are always freezing. So she pretty much wears her fingerless gloves year round because her hands are always, always cold. So she has several pair that she buys herself that she likes. She's got several pair I've made her. So I thought it would be cool to make her a matching set with these. Maybe add a little bit of color in with the, I might be able to put a little bit of black in with those. I don't know. I might not go right to them. I have a blanket pattern that's calling my name with some new yarn that you'll be seeing next week's video, which is a yarn haul. Remember, at 10 a.m., because I won't be live. I have a doctor's appointment, so there'll be a video at 10 a.m. next Wednesday in place of a live. And there's a video tonight at 6 p.m. It's part 2 to my video that came out Saturday. I didn't want to make you all wait too long for part 2. So it will be out tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern. And yeah, that blanket's calling my name. So that yarn is calling my name. That yarn. Right now I can hear it. Lynn, I can see it. I see you. I see you. So I want to do the interlocking shell stitch on that, Linda, is what I'm thinking. That, or I might try the moss stitch, or I might do this. I just did a Suzette stitch blanket, which you will be seeing soon. You kind of getting a glimpse of it right there. Not really close up, but that's it there. That's a project I just finished, and that will be a video soon. Yeah, we'll see. I've got one more skein of this neon blue from Premier, and then that's all I have. But this is definitely going to be enough for this hat, and I might even be able to get one glove. The skein was bigger than I thought. Man, when you cake them up, you realize just how much yarn you have. It's hard for me to judge sometimes by the skein, even because I'm a terrible, like, you can tell me, oh, this is 300 grams. I have no idea what that looks like. None. My brain does not compute that way. It just does not. But if you tell me, oh, this skein is about the size of, what weighs 300 grams? Maybe that might be a little bit more. But let's just say this is 300 grams. It's probably more. Oh, maybe not. Anyway, if you say, oh, that skein is about the size of this little container you keep your scraps in, bam, I totally can understand that. Does that make any sense? Like somebody will say, oh, something's 50 yards. And I'll be like, so David, because we've been together forever, he knows now if someone, he'll lean over and he'll say, that's like going from da 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 da. Okay, got it. Got it. I am going on. We are having clam chowder and cheesy bread baguette. So most of my lap blankets are, if I don't have a specific pattern, if I just make my own, 40 inches by 40. I'd have to measure that one again. Baby blankets, I usually do around 35 by 35 if I'm doing a square. Lap blankets, I think 45 by 45. I'll have to measure. But if I'm doing a specific pattern, sometimes those lap blankets, I think, are like 50 something by 50 something. I don't know. It's been a while since I've actually followed a pattern. I usually just, chain. That's about the length I want for a lap. So this is what I just did. I think I did 60. I think I did 60 stitches across. I couldn't tell you how many rows because I didn't keep track. I just kept going until it got to the size I wanted. And then when I added the border added like another 1/2 inch. So, yeah. This is why I need to start writing everything down in my planner, because I thought I did. I thought I wrote, oh, maybe I did. What did I do with my planner? What did I do with my planner? Darn it. Shoot, I just realized I got to film my next stash to stitch video where we pick a magazine and make some things out of that, because it's a new month. I'm so happy with my ornaments. I'm so glad I decided to do that this year. This is so cool to see all the different things I've been making. Hopefully I'll remember what, in 5 years, what did I use on that pink yarn? I won't. Unless it's something we still have. If it's something I put into market or gave for someone, I might not remember. But I wish I thought of it sooner, because I made a lot of things last year for family that I wish I thought to keep some pieces. I'm also terrible about taking pictures of things, which just reminds me, like the last 10 or 12 things I made, I did not take pictures. Oh, Lynn, I've got to be better about that. Okay, friends, we got 12 minutes here. We can do this. 12 minutes, and we can do an exact 2-hour live. Like I said, I can be a bit competitive, especially with myself. So let's wrap up these 12 minutes. Let's see. We talked about Easter. What is one thing you are really hoping to make this year? Like something you really have put on your list of things that you would like to accomplish this year with crochet. What is one thing you'd really, really like to do? I know for me, I would like to do a Grafgan. I would like to do I have one picked out, and it's a fall one, and it's a corner to corner, and there'll be some color work in there, but not too much. It's only actually 2, because I'm going to cheat and make the variegated. So it's a fall. It's a leaf, like a big, huge maple leaf in the middle, or whatever color leaf you want to make. And even the pattern I'm using, I think they used a variegated to make the leaf. So that's one main thing I really, really hope to make in time for fall. That would be really good. So that's definitely on my list of wish things. Wearables, Kelly. Yep, me too. That's also the other thing. I want to make more wearables. I want to, this stuff is so soft and squishy and feels amazing. I'm like, I want to wear that. I want that on me. I basically want to wear my blankets everywhere. So kitchen, rugs, and more canning mats. Yep. I have some rugs on my list too. Cardigan. I have a couple cardigans on my list, and I have a summer, I don't know if you could call it a cardigan, maybe a summer vest. It's very open weave, very simple. I have some cotton that I got from Premier. Oh, that's just gorgeous, just gorgeous. And I want to make it out of that. And that's it's a MJ off the hook pattern. So I'm hoping. I have so many things I want to film and make with you all. Okay, I would like to make a throw for each of my family members for Christmas this year. That would be an amazing gift. That would be amazing. I think that I love getting homemade gifts. There's another question for y'all. I love homemade gifts. I love them. And for years, even before I knew how to crochet, I've always been a crafty person. I've always loved doing some kinds of crafts or whatever. So I've always tried to make, I did ceramics for years. I did toll painting. I did quilting. I did a lot of things. And I always, when the kids especially came along, every Christmas, I usually make them something. Sometimes David helps with it and it'll be from both of us. Sometimes it's just me, but I always like to make one thing that they don't know about. And I managed to do it this year. I didn't think I was going to pull it off because Aiden's sweater I ran out of yarn and then I had to, but then he ended up needing a neck warmer. He lost his. So I whipped him up one real quick 3 days before Christmas and had that under the tree. And then of course I made Gracie her little stuffy dinosaur that she just loved. Her little plushy dinosaur. She's obsessed with dinosaurs. She just watched the Netflix special. Was it on Netflix or Disney? Where Morgan Freeman does the voice of the narration. She absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. Hey, my phone's going off because guess what? My latest Premier order is on its way. They shipped it. I literally put that order in yesterday? Monday. I think I put it in Monday. It was Monday the 29th. Sunday. I think I put it in Sunday. So it's already on its way. And today is Wednesday, but we have no meal Friday and we'll have no meal Monday. So I probably won't get it till next Wednesday. That's okay. That's okay. Happy mail. Happy mail. It's always so wonderful to get happy mail. My Yarn Inspirations has not been sent out yet, but I don't expect it to because there's a big thing on their website right now saying due to overwhelming demand, because their sale just ended yesterday, some shipments may be slower going out. So I get it. A lot of people ordered because, 40% off plus if you had that other code, 10%, you could get 50% off. So you're darn right. I stocked up with some Yarn Inspirations for some of my favorites. I'd like to say I'd always buy all my yarn from one place, but that's never going to happen because there's so many different kinds of yarns I like, different brands that are sold only different places. I like Mary Maxim too. I order off of there. Usually more towards Christmas. I order a lot more from them because they have a lot of the Christmas yarn I like. But yeah, and they're having more sales. I think the yarn companies are recognizing that, especially in the States where you all lost Joann's, and I know you all loved your Joann's. You all like the videos I see about people still in mourning about Joann's closing is amazing to me. Here in Canada, we've never had a lot of choices for yarn at all. And even our small yarn, we have no small yarn businesses anymore. The last one closed. We don't have any anymore. It's kind of sad. We used to have so many here in the late 90s, early 2000s when David and I were posted here the first time and Grace was born here. There used to be a lot. And now all we literally have is Michael's and the occasional smaller department stores that will get little bits of yarn in sometimes. That's all we have now. We lost our other place I used to get yarn from, G&G Handicraft. They closed up a few years ago. So really online is one of my few options to really shop around and get the best deal. And I think more online yarn places are recognizing that they need to take advantage of not as, start putting on the sales and start getting the business because, where you and I know you still have Hobby Lobby in the States, and I do have some Hobby Lobby yarn. One of these is Hobby Lobby's. That I bought from Joann's, the one and only time I was in there, and I could tell something was going on because the store did not look great. Oh, I thought I had some right here handy, but I guess I don't. I thought I did, but I don't. Whoa. Just came crashing down. But yeah, so it's good for us. It's good for makers because hopefully with more competition means more competition with prices too. So fall and Christmas decor. I haven't really made any before. Oh, it's one of my favorites to make. Love making the holiday decor. Love it, love it, love it. I have so much Easter right now. You'll see a lot more Easter decorations I've made in my other channel, Bucket List Homestead. Shameless plug. There's a lot on there, and I get a lot of comments about it. I love handmade gifts. I do too. I really like Hobby Lobby yarns. Yeah, I know I have. I love this cotton. That's Hobby Lobby, right? I think I have some of that somewhere. That's not my cotton. My cotton's over there. I think, and I remember buying, I think some of this Lion brand yarn I bought there. I know it is. But the closest Hobby Lobby to us is 3.5 hours across the border. So I do like going there. I get so overwhelmed though. There's always so much stuff there. But I get very overwhelmed because there's so much stuff there. I love their clearance. I have gotten some amazing decor pieces for my home in the clearance section and paid very little. My favorite is my faux. It looks like it's oil painted, but I don't think it is. Stretched out on a canvas. I love it. And they had clearanced it because in the corner where it's stapled, there was like a little flaw. I could barely see it. And I went up and the manager looked at it and she's like, you know what? That flaw is pretty bad. I'm going to take an additional. And I'm like, I'm not going to argue with you. I paid like $2 something for this. And it originally was a $40 or $50, I think, painting. I'm like, I was willing to pay, like, I think it was $5. I'm like, I was willing to pay that. But if you want to take some more off, I won't argue with you. So yeah, I love that painting. And you literally cannot see it. You can't. My mother's never commented on it. No one's ever said, oh, what's that ding? I love that. Love that piece. And I get my calendars from Hobby Lobby. My mother and I both. I get the, it's barn scenes. And then there's a line from scripture every month, a different line representing what that month is. April's is beautiful, by the way, this month. It's beautiful. It's got a big old barn with I think cherry blossoms on the trees blooming. It is so pretty. And my mother and I get them there every year. She gets a little bit, I think she gets the bird one, the one with the birds. But yeah, I've been getting it from Hobby Lobby for a couple of years now. I love it. So when we go closer, my mother has one less than 2 hours from her. That could be a dangerous place at Christmas time for her and I. Because she didn't even go into one until just a couple of years ago when I took her in, and I said, now Mom, you got to help me here, like help me stay strong, and I don't want to spend too much. She ended up spending the most of both of us combined. That was so funny, but she loves red cardinal things for Christmas, and they had so many that Christmas. And I laughed. She said, you asked me to keep you in rain, and look who spent more money. It was good. But now I've got her. She loves Hobby Lobby. So, okay, friends, we're a minute away. Well, I have a minute on my clock on my laptop, but the countdown on StreamYard is telling me I still have a little less than 2 minutes. Darn. I wish I could sing or something. I'd sing for you all, but I can't sing. So I'll just go over everything real quick again. No live next Wednesday. I have a doctor's appointment, but there will be a live at 10 a.m. A good one. I think you'll all love it. I know I do. It's one of my favorites to share with you. Tonight, there is a video, part 2, from Saturday's video of finishing the whips. My works in progress. Remember, I had 32. I think it was 32 or 37. I can't remember. That I am trying to finish before I touched any more new yarn. Well, you saw me working on a new yarn, so I guess that's a spoiler alert for some of you. But that part 2 is out at 6 p.m. Eastern tonight. So video tonight and another video Saturday too. That's a good one too. That's my Easter video that I put out for you all on this Saturday. So I hope you all have an amazing Easter. I hope you get to spend times with your family. If that's what you're hoping to do. I hope you all have many, many blessings. I hope that you are all well and healthy And I hope you get lots of crochet time in this week. So until then, friends, we will wrap this up. Thank you all so much for spending time with me. I honestly consider it a privilege that you all do this with me. Thank you so much. I'm very, very lucky. I have great subscribers, and you all are helping me make my channel into something I'm very proud of. Really, truly. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. So we will see you all in 2 weeks live, but you'll see lots of videos coming out in the next 2 weeks. Take care, friends. Have a wonderful Easter. God bless you all.